Hi everyone, good afternoon everyone. I'm Carmen, and today I'll be hosting for these super exciting sections. And I say so because this is the very first time that we are partnering to bring students here a webinar like this. So for those who don't know, let me introduce UniPin again to everyone. So UniPin is one in-game top-ups to esports tournaments. And here at MMU, we are all about nurturing the next generations of gaming and even tech talent. So teaming up to explore careers in this booming industry is just makes sense. So yeah, now I know many of you are here because you live and breathe gaming, right? So maybe you have dreamed of working in this esports, but you don't know, you are not sure where to start. So trust me, I think by the end of today, you will have a new roadmap in this esports and gaming career. But first, I think let's hear from someone who's already killing in this MMU's gaming scenes. So please welcome Aiden, the president of MMU Esports Clubs, and Aiden and his team have been, organizing tournaments, building the esports community, and also proving that gaming isn't just a hobby; it's a lifestyle, right? So, Aiden, take the floor and inspire us, please.
Hello everyone. I'm Aiden, the president of MME Sports Club, and I just want to start by saying how excited I am to have everyone here today. This event is something that we've been looking forward to for a while, and it's pretty amazing to see there's quite a few people interested in exploring careers in esports and gaming. So gaming has come a long way, and it's for us it's not just about playing for fun anymore, and like some of us are more into the career scene, and I'm pretty sure that there are real career in this space which Debora will be talking about later on. Whether it is a pro player, a content creator, or even organizer, or even working behind the scenes in marketing, game development, or esports management, I'm sure the industry is booming and there's never been a better time to get involved. We're super proud to be hosting this event in collaboration with UniPin. And so whether you're here to learn, connect, or just explore, we hope you make the most of it. Ask questions if you have, and who knows, maybe this will be the first step towards your future in esports. Yeah, thanks for being here.
And we are actually honored to have a truly inspiring leader with us today, which is Debora. But before I welcome her, so let me give an introduction and about Debora. So Debora is from Indonesia, and she's the senior vice president of community at UniPin. So she has the esports ecosystem, especially for women in gaming. So besides, she's also the founder of the UniPin Lady series, which is a very groundbreaking initiative that has empowered female gamers and create the new opportunities in the industry for women. So today, she's here to share how you can turn your passion into a paycheck and help us better understanding the esports and gaming ecosystems. So whether you are a gamer, you are a content creator, you are an entrepreneur, or just simply curious about the industry. So these sections will actually give you an invaluable insight. So yeah, please welcome Debora. And
Hi.
Hi, Debora.
Hi, Carmen.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Okay. Yeah. So I think before we dive into your expertise, can you share a bit about your
Okay, thank you so much for the explanation. But first of all, I want to welcome UniPin Malaysia, of course, for arranging this very, very important first session in collaboration with MMU. We are of course very grateful for your dedication for UniPin Malaysia, and I also got the chance to visit and sign the MMU MOU. I think last month. Was it last month or 2 months ago? Last month, yeah. Yeah, it was so fun. I think it was such an honor for me to be there as well. And of course, I want to greet the president of and also members of the Esports Club of MMU, and Aiden is here. Hi, Aiden. We meet again, but online. And it's incredible to see such energy and also commitment from all the futures leaders in Malaysia. Okay, so what what was the background of me joining the gaming industry? I think this is a blessing in disguise, I can say, because I joined the industry in 2020 during the early stage of COVID in Southeast Asia. Yeah, because everyone is staying at home, right? Everyone is staying at home, and then I'm always a gamer, so I played games ever since I was very young. So I'm very familiar with PC games ever since I was 4 years old, because that's when my parents introduced me to gaming. But then I stopped pursuing my passion in gaming industry because during my time it's not an option, and growing up in a family that is super academical, so gaming is like something that is negative. So it's just for fun, for fun. I mean, like when a kid's playing game too much, and then the parents will definitely complain and getting angry because the kids are playing games too much, right? So that's how I spent my childhood, mostly in a cyber cafe. But then I forgot my passion because I need to wake up and realize that the reality is not in my passion. So it's not gaming. So I pursue my professional career in different industries until COVID hits. Then I need to stay at home, and then well, during the lockdown, I think everyone is either watching movie or playing games, right? And then and then suddenly everyone's are gamers, right? So yeah, I played game a lot, and then me and my couple of my friends at that time, the game that I played a lot is Mobile Legends, because it is very accessible. Mobile game is very accessible, right? So I used to play Dota 1 back then. So Mobile Legends is very familiar for me. So I play Mobile Legends, and I loved it so much. I play every day, every time, spend all my time. And then I realized, I was like, what am I doing playing game only, wasting time doing nothing. And then me and a couple of my friends were like, hey, I think there is no community for female gamers only. So from there, we started up to create a gaming community named Lunanera. So Lunanera is the gaming community focusing to empower female in gaming and esports. And then after we build the community, and then we see the opportunity of building a female esports team. Because at that time, during that time, I think the ladies scene is just started. And then I started to build my own esports team, but it consists of all girls, and then with the mission of beating the boys, because
because you hate boys.
no, it's not because I hate boys. It's because that I see that the industry is fully dominated by male. And then during my time when I was playing game a lot in the cyber cafe, I often join a local tournament as well. And I didn't have any worries that people will compare me or will putting me down just because I'm female. So I thought it was still the same, but surprisingly it's totally different. It's totally different. So my very first team is PUBG team, PUBG Mobile. And then during that time, during the PUBG era, I think PUBG was like super popular at that time. I forced my team to join the mixed gender tournament. So I don't like the idea of girls only tournament. I was like, why are we segregating ourselves? Why are we only fighting the same gender? We should just go to normal tournament, because in esports there's no segregation. There's not supposed to be a segregation because everyone can play. Whether they are female or male, they can play side by side. But that's the thing that I didn't know at that time. But the gap, the skill gap between the female and the male is too big. It's too big because not everyone was like me who played and spent their childhood playing games. So mostly, they're a first time gamer and they tried competition, I think, like just recently. So I think that's also affected their mentality as well. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I have a friend who saw me build the esports team, who contains like all ladies and like all girls, and everyone's are beautiful, because like, you know, like beautiful, and they're like really good. And my friend was like, so my friend is was working in UniPin and still is. I think you know her, Putih. So she's like, Deb, can I sponsor your esports team? I was like, yeah, sure, of course. So yeah, that's my very first encounter of me and UniPin at that time. And then after that, yeah, funny story, right? And then a couple of months later, UniPin was looking for a leader in community, because at that time, they're invested heavily in only building esports, but not the community. So again, Puti was trying to convince me to apply, because she knows that I'm always, you know, like previously in my previous job, I'm always like doing something with the community, even though it's not gaming, because gaming is like the first time I did it during COVID. But she was like, yeah, you can do this. And she was the one who convinced me to be in the industry. And I was like, yeah, nothing, you know, like nothing wrong. I can just try, you know. If I get in, then I get in. If I don't, then I don't. And then, yeah, I get in. And then here I am till now. Yeah.
So it's great hearing this interesting story, and now everyone's know, and we know that how you actually came in and joined this industry and joined UniPin.
Yeah.
So like how about the esports and gaming ecosystems, like how has the esports and gaming industry actually evolving in recent years? Because you know, even Malaysia government itself has been investing a lot of in different states, especially, you know, in Sarawak and Johor. So how is exactly evolving in recent years?
Recent years, yeah. If you're talking about recent years, I think esports has been playing a huge role in the gaming industries, and also building the community, and shaping the community in gaming industries. Because ever since esports was acknowledged as the you know, as the main, like one of the main sports for SEA Games, you know, for multinational events, like multinational sports event like SEA Games, Asian Games. Even we had the esports Olympic like 2 years ago, I think, yeah, in Singapore. I think because of that, like every countries are starting to put their interest and also their focus in esports, because well, as we all know that sports is one way for a country to be existed in a global settings, right? So if you are good in sports, and then you will be able to put your country in the global map, and then other country will definitely respect you, because you're good in sports. I think like for example, like the most popular sports, of course, soccer, right? Like who doesn't know soccer? And everyone was like crazy about it. So yeah, esports is like the next thing after
Next trend,
soccer,
right?
yeah, or basketball, you
Sports.
know. Yeah, so sports. So I think that's the main reason why every country is giving so much interest and also focusing on building the esports industries in their own country with a purpose for them to be able to dominate the global setting. Yeah.
I see. Okay. And what are the actually key drivers behind key drivers that actually drive the whole industries to a rapid growth?
This is interesting. The key is actually when the esports games are shifting from the popular PC games to mobile games. Yes, because it makes esports game very, very accessible. And most countries who has lots of people, like for example, like India, China, right? Indonesia, like Southeast Asia countries. Yeah, we are mobile game users, right? Like, well, we are mobile users. It's also because of the economic. Like for instance, in Southeast Asia, why does mobile game is very popular in Southeast Asia? The reason is because of the economics of the Southeast Asia, because most of the gamers are mobile gamers, because mobile gamers is very easy to play, very accessible. You don't need to buy PC, right? You can use your own phone and play, and you just play. I think it's also happening in India as well. So I think economics and then mobile games is the one who shape the industries. Going further, yeah.
Okay, so there's actually more tournaments upcoming as well, after the mobile gamers are rising, so that's also impact the annual tournaments in different gaming industries lah. Yeah. Okay, so I think moving forward, this has been a curiosities about like how career opportunities can actually in esports and gaming. So if we talk about players, if we talk about competing in pro player, coach, analyst, or team management, so what is the career opportunities that exist beyond competing for pro players? So how can they actually go into this role?
Okay, so beyond competing, so this is the interesting part that not much people think about this, because esports is just the same industry as other sports industry and also other industry outside sports. For example, in esports industries, we do need media, right? So if we are talking about media, what's inside media? Job, right? There are lots of jobs inside the media. There are journalists, video editor, videographer, graphic design, content creation, social media specialist. So that's only like some small part about the job that is available in the esports industries. And then broadcasting. So if you are if you love broadcast, live streaming, then you can work in an event organizer who's focusing on doing broadcasting. For example, MPL, right? So MPL always broadcasted every single day when it's happening, right? So the people behind those broadcasting, I think there are like so many people that handle the broadcasting part. So another thing is like community manager, community specialist is also very popular, and also lawyer, because for example, the player needs to make a contract with the esports team, so they need a lawyer to guide them. And then I think every business always needs a lawyer, right? So I think like all the professions, all the jobs that is available in other industries also available in esports industry as well.
Okay. I think this is a very new insights for everyone, whereby we realize that actually career opportunities in esport and gaming is actually broader than is actually wider than we think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mhm.
So what are some common misconceptions about working in this industry?
The misperception is that when you work in this industry, you always play game. No,
Yeah. That's what my mom always tell me. Why you always play game?
but it's not true. Like ever since I work in this industry, I rarely play games because I don't really have time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's the misperception. So, and then another thing is like, people who works in or who's in the industry is not smart or stupid. Right?
Why you say so?
Because of the bad stigma or the negative stigma, they said that gamers are stupid. They all only wasting
Or
time.
they are lazy.
They're
Yeah.
lazy. Yeah. So I think like that's very wrong because in Indonesia we also have the students community, and mostly I think most of the university leaders are those the one who has the high high good 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 marks in their study. Yeah. So they all have good grades. I even had like best students in the universities that become the leaders of the esports club. Yeah. So I think that's totally wrong. I mean, if people think like that.
Yeah, it is actually how we or how the society educate or partnering with esport clubs, and eventually what it will turn out in terms of probably webinar, or we give them a project, we work with them on the event, and how we can guide them along the whole maybe activities organizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, talking about esports event organizer, marketing and PR roles, what makes a successful esports event?
What makes a successful esports event? I think first is the viewership numbers. I think it's very easy to spot, right? Because if the event is fun to watch, I think there will be lots of viewers who is willing to watch. And then of course the number of sponsors that sponsors the event as well, and then the quality of the team that join. I think that's also can be one point that define the success. I think that's some of the points that can define the successful event.
And it's like if we're talking about in technology and in game development, like roles like game designer, product manager or UI UX for gaming. So what are the best way for student itself to network and to connect with professionals in this gaming and esports industry?
Okay, I'm not sure if in Malaysia there are lots of gaming industries, but I mean gaming events. But in Indonesia, gaming events happening a lot. I think once every a month. I think so. During that time, I think you can just come and then try to network with those those game publishers or game developers, and then you can also like trying to reach out to them and give them your interest, and then maybe if there's like a job vacancy you can apply or do internships as well. But I don't know, like in Malaysia, like are there lots of gaming event in Malaysia?
Not really, but in terms of technology and developments, like there are lots of opportunities, but in gaming industry there's actually still limited and a niche space lah for joining.
I see. And also, I think you can follow the esports news, or like for example, there's like a big event organizer for esports tournament from China that just established their office in Kuala Lumpur, I think last year. VSPO. It's the one who also make the Hawk tournament in China, the one with the dragon and the drone.
VSPO.
Yeah, VSPO. Yeah, I think like you can also check their LinkedIn and then see if they have like job openings. Try to apply. I think that will be the best practice. The best practice for that. Yeah.
Okay. I think understanding about some career opportunities in esports and gaming, and what is the actual role that everyone can enter based on our strengths or our current studies in uni. So the next questions would be crucial, as in everyone will have a doubt, as in how can we actually get started in this role. So it's like how can we build a strong portfolio or our personal brands when a student itself like us, we don't have any experience in gaming and esports. How can we build a strong portfolio to get into this gaming industry?
Sorry. Can you repeat it again?
Yeah, I mean, like, how can we get started, like, building a strong portfolio or personal brandings, to get into this esport and gaming industry?
I think social media plays a big part as well in, putting your image in the industries. And then also being active in your esports club. Like, for example, like, I don't think like every university has an esports club, but if there is like an esports club, I think it's better for you like to join and to network and do something, and then use your social media to promote yourself. Like, for example, Aiden is a president, right? But if Aiden doesn't promote himself as a president, like, who will knows, right? So I think self-branding, like branding, is very important for someone who wants to be in esports industry. Like, you need to be out there, you need to be seen, like people need to know what you are doing. Like, for example, if you do a tournament, then you need to like promote it. Don't just like stay there and then just, oh, I'm too shy, or you're like, oh no, it doesn't need to be promoted. It needs to be promoted. Like, it's so important for you to be able to brand yourself, to promote yourself, and then to just go out there and don't be shy. I think it's very important if you really want to be in the industry. To be honest, like myself, I love being private, but ever since I joined the esports industry, I understand that it is important for me to put myself out there, to promote myself. It's not narcissistic, okay? Because I think it's very different, because maybe you think like, oh, I'm so narcissistic. No. It's good for your career, and people need to know. People need to know that. People need to know your achievements. Yeah.
People, at least people can know that what can you actually contribute to this industry, how you can
Exactly.
help the industry grow. So making yourself exposed in such a society or industry is very important. You have
Very important.
You have to become an extrovert somehow, not introvert all the time. This is the lesson that I learned after I joined UniPin. I think what do you think, what are some common mistakes young professionals, like students itself, they will make when pursuing a careers in esports?
I think what I noticed, like lots of young professionals, they okay, I think this, I will share it from my experience, because I don't know like if this also happened in Malaysia or not, but in Indonesia, mostly young professionals, even though like they are already like graduated from the university, they still have problems to create a CV and portfolio for themselves. So I think when you apply a job, it is very important to be clear about what you want to achieve and also what you want to be. And also it will be very good when you already know the company that you want to pursue rather than knowing it later on. So you need to think like 2 times ahead or 3 times ahead from your interviewer. Not just oh, I'm already applied, like for example if you want to apply to Muntun and then just apply to Muntun and then you say that oh yeah, I'm playing mobile, but that's it, but you don't like study about their company. I think it is very for example, if you want to apply for as a social media specialist for Mobile Legends, let's say, so you need to be able to identify the current content that they have, and then don't be afraid to be frank and telling them which one is not working, which one is working. I think they will really appreciate it if you can help them to navigate their social media, especially if you can give them your point of view. I think it will be very good. So, and don't be too shy, when doing the interviewing. I think that's very important. Yeah. Yeah.
As in, many of them dreaming of making a career out of this gaming.
Yeah.
Also building CV, building resume is the very first steps, whereby when university itself they have this opportunity for students to become a leader, leading the esports club, and there's an opportunity for yourself to shine before you entering this esport industry. I think it's a very nice opportunity chances like what MMU is doing now. So what are actually some key skills or strategies do you believe that are essential to succeed?
To succeed in esports industries, the key essential is that do it with your passion. I'm a very, very, very passionate about esports industry. That's why, even though I'm considered very new compared to my other friends that already be in the industries, but I can excel in the industries. The reason is because not only I do it with passion, but I also try to strategize myself and also do everything I can for building the industry and also the ecosystem. So I'm positioning myself not only as a one key player, but I'm positioning myself that I can be in a different spot of the ecosystem, not only one spot, like for example, I'm beside UniPin, I'm also right now is the head of communication of Esports Federation in Indonesia, and I think I'm the only one female who has got that position in esports. Yeah. So I'm trying to do whatever I can and to contribute myself, and then the most important thing is you just do it. Sometimes like Carmen, most of the young people right now, they always think that what will I get, so as for my case, like I always just do it like wholeheartedly, in belief that this will bring a good impact for everyone, for the community and for the ecosystem. And because I do that, I got so much thing in return. I never like ask people like, oh, what will I get if I help you? What will I get if I do this? What will I get if I make a tournament, if I connect you with people? So I never ask that. I just do it. I think it's very important for everyone to do this, you know.
True. Then you have been a very strong advocate for women in
Yeah.
esports.
Yeah.
Can see that. So like, how has the landscape changed over the years for female gamers and professionals, and how women gamers, as in like, how do you keep the passions, especially in UniPin Lady series itself for the whole female gamers and professionals?
Okay. Well, I told you that at first I didn't like the idea of female-only tournament, right? I was like, I hated it. But then I realized that I need to come to my sense. So I was like, oh, okay. So what is the solution? That's why. That's the important thing. You need to think like, what is the solution? So when there is a problem, focus on the solution. Because I see, okay, so women, they cannot beat the man because there's a huge gap of skills. So what needs to be done? So okay, let's just build the female-only tournament first, so we can create a safe space for all the girls and let them practice in a competitive setting that never experienced before. So after that, then I encourage them to be more brave and to be able to step outside the female league or the comfort zone. And then I can give you one example in Mobile Legends. Because UniPin Lady series is main title is Mobile Legends. So there is one female team that is very super strong. They win. They are back-to-back champions for more than 20 times in a row.
Is it Indonesia?
It's Indonesian. So they beat like all the countries globally. They even like, they're like now the esports world champion. Yeah, the global champion. So they won the one in Riyadh last year. Yeah. Also the gold medalist for SEA Games. So they're like already very strong in the female scene. And then I told them, I was like, hey, I think you guys need to step out from the female scene. You need to, try something new. And then I also like talked to the publisher, to Munton, and tried to convince them as well. And it was so hard to convince them. Because I told them, hey, the female scene is not healthy anymore. I told them, because there's like one team keep winning every time, and it's not healthy. Because every time we broadcast the tournament, the fans was typing, was like, oh, just give the trophy to this one team. I don't want to watch. They already win. Because when it comes to esports or sports, there should be a surprise element, right? Like the viewers will be excited when they don't know who's the winner, right? But when they already know that this team is gonna win, it's not gonna be exciting anymore. Yeah.
I think this one is the biggest challenges or obstacles, when you are leading the female teams, right?
Yeah, and then good thing is Munton finally gave an opportunity. I think it was last year for MDL. It's the second tier of MPL. That two female teams to be in their playoff session. Yeah. So now they're like all female team in the MDL. I think that's such a huge move,
I see. This is a very, great sharing. Then it's like, what if like for gamers or even teams, female gamers or mixed gender teams who has won the competition. So what would be the next step, after they get the name of the championship? So will they representing the Southeast Asia to participate even into an international platform, or what is their actual directions after they winning the competitions?
You mean for the female or for everyone?
For everyone. Yep.
Oh, okay, for everyone. So after like they're like on top of their league, right?
Yep.
Of course they need to keep practicing and to be the next champion again, because the hardest part is not to be a champion, but is to right?
Is to maintain the
To
champion
maintain the
position and fight
champion.
to even higher.
Yes. because when you are already a champion, sometimes there are like some people who become demotivated, because I already got it. But then the real challenge is not to be a champion, because when you are trying to be a champion, like you got nothing to lose, right? But when you're already a champion and then you need to keep and maintaining your title, then that will be the real challenge, right? I think the best example is for T1, for League of Legends. I don't know if you follow the scene or not. Maybe you guys like from MMU, maybe you follow the scene like Faker. So Faker is one great example of someone who is really good in maintaining their title. That's why he is the one and only, and that's why he is a legend. So I think after becoming a champion, the next step is how people will perceive you as a legend, and that is super hard.
I mean, like
becoming a champion is a thing, but becoming a legend is one thing, right? Because no one, it's so hard. It's so hard to be a legend when people like perceive you as a legend.
how after they're getting champions, right? How does UniPin itself provide them training and train them how to become a disciplined players in order to fight even higher to a legend positions? Does UniPin actually provide all these training and schedules for these players?
Unfortunately, we don't go that way because we only are a tournament organizer. I think that job needs to be done by the esports team. That's the job of the esports team, because they are bringing the name of the esports team. So that's why it is important for the esports team to be able to guide them and empower them to be a legend.
I heard that become a legend itself, they have a very strict rules on their daily training, and then what they need to eat. I mean, like in food wise, they have to eat they need to have a very healthy diet, like how they're being trained as a gym guy or gym girl, right? So can you actually briefly share about how the game publisher itself, how they train all these people? I'm curious, to be honest. I cannot become a gamer, but I can take it as a training for my daily life.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can learn from the national team what they have been done, because I'm also part of the national team, like for SEA Games, let's say. Like beside practicing in the game, the team also need to do physical activities, so they need to exercise as well, and then also they need to control their food intake. So we have the nutritionists that control like everything, because if you are too full and you compete, you will be sleepy and you cannot really concentrate. So it really affected your performance. So that's why it's very important. And also, like, you need to manage your sleeping time as well. Like, you need to get like enough sleep, minimum like 8 hours. So you know that most of the gamers, like, they sleep late, right? It's not good, because when it comes to performance, it has proven that those team who's like disciplined will excel in their performance if they control and have like those kind of positive habits. Because when it comes to esports tournament, let's say if the match is like best of 7, imagine like how much concentration they need to have, right? how strong their body needs to be. And then like the tournament also only not happening in their country, so they need to be adjustable to the weather in different countries. For example, when the Esports World Cup happening in Riyadh, so Riyadh at that time was like super hot, like it's heat, like it was like super hot during the day and super cold during the night. So you need to be healthy, right? So if you don't do exercise, if you eat wrong food, you can get sick and then you cannot perform. So I think that's why it's very important for you to be able to manage yourself.
True. I mean, overall understand on this sharing, actually esport is, more than just a game, because there are careers in coaching, in teaching you how to become more disciplined in your life, in streaming, in events, and even game development. So I think passion, as what you share, is great, but including you need to have the skills, the networking to become like a spotlight under this industry, and a strong personal brand matters more. So I think overall this sharing, Aiden itself, he has some questions to ask about this esports and gaming industry. Yeah, Aiden, are you there? So I think that you have some questions you would like to ask Debora, right?
I saw Aiden written that you had a free ticket to PUBG Global Championship from TSPO.
Yeah, we actually had free tickets from VSPO for our club to travel all the way to the Global Championship during, I think,
Really?
few
What
months
was
ago.
it? Oh wow! So
It
did
was
you
the one
take
a
it?
few months ago.
Did
Yeah,
you
we did.
take it?
We had a few members went, yeah,
Oh,
including
wow.
myself. It was pretty fun. I mean, speed tickets, right? Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to connect with them, right? Like maybe, there will be a job opportunity.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I was wondering actually, right now, I mean, maybe from the outsiders, maybe it's just my view. It feels like the esports scene, like, it's mostly work where you are like as an event organizer or someone who manages a team, someone who is like more public facing, like you have to socialize and stuff like that, right? But I was wondering if there's opportunity for people maybe who are in tech, like especially you're in data science, software engineering, or things like that. Are there like a place where a website or whatever, like where people in tech can go into the industry or not, or maybe even media or stuff like that, like designing, things like that?
Of course, there's lots of jobs. That's okay. Let me give you a tips. This is things that I don't know. So, for example, like you need to do, like you can put like a list of the company that you would love to work with. Like for example, like maybe Sony, Sega, Moonton, or even organizers. Or you need to put like a list of the esports media that is available. And then after that, you need to develop your own profile in LinkedIn. Do you guys have a LinkedIn?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so you build your own profile on LinkedIn, and then you can just check like their account. So they always post every job vacancies there, and every opportunity is there. And then another tip is that most of the leaders in the gaming and esports, they all have LinkedIn. So you just follow, connect, and then if they like put a post or something, try to get their attention, but by commenting or giving your thoughts about what they're writing. I think that will really like help. Or even like if you have like because I think it's really a good opportunity for you becoming a president of MMU, because I think every company, every brand, every game would love to connect with university. So that's gonna be your plus point. So if you can, like for example, like you're saying, like software engineer, then you can contact the game developers and maybe like you can invite them as a speaker of your webinar. Let's say like this, like become like me, the one who like do the workshop or maybe the webinar, and then from there you can connect with them. So there are lots of ways that you can do. You just need to be creative, active, and don't forget to build your own profile.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I hope
actually, is it like I was thinking because like you mentioned about like maybe like Sony those kind of company, right? But I was thinking, is it possible to work with teams like like the famous teams like Virtus Pros, Navi, those kind of teams?
Of course,
Is it actually?
Yeah, you can
Oh.
like check their LinkedIn. You can check their LinkedIn. Usually, like for example, like esports lead, or maybe like their manager, they all have LinkedIn. So that's why it is very, very important for you to be able to build your own profile in LinkedIn. So you can contact them. Like often they open vacancies, but if you are new, I think it will be good if you do internship and don't expect for the payment. This is the most important thing. Like if you want to build your own portfolio, don't look at the money, don't look at the salary, just do it. Just do whatever it takes, like get as much as connection as you can. Don't look at the money. The most important thing is that you can be in that company first and then prove yourself, because if you already prove yourself, I think like the bosses should not be blind if you're good. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. Yeah. Oh, this is a question.
Oh,
I think on the chat box, Ian Ang, right, is asking about the wait, let me read out the whole conversations, right?
Yeah.
Overall system related to esport, since
Very good.
example, us having a stable scholarship system where they truly build up teams and having a college system to send teams out and represent the school in games tier, to scene or having an organization system for the club. So what is your suggestions on building up the system and reach out to who for the support to make this work? Does Indonesia have an example of this?
Oh, interesting. So you want to see like the opportunity of the scholarship through esports, right? Okay, so in Indonesia, so we already have a national league for the university students, and the prize pool is one of the prize pool beside the money is the scholarship. So for example, like if you be the representative of your school and then you win, and then you can choose. I think right now we already partner with more than 10 universities across Indonesia, and then they can choose in whatever university that they want among those 10 universities. And then I think for this program, it is very important to collaborate and coordinate with the government, because the one who pushed the initiative is from the federation. I think it will be hard if it's only coming from the students. I think it will be hard. I think it will be good if the government also help. Yeah. It's quite hard to get into esports because there isn't a lot of career opportunities.
Another question from Akmal. Yeah.
How do we start getting to the esports field, especially for new grad? Well, nowadays most job opportunity requires some experience under the belt of profession. I think right now there are more and more companies that make esports company, or not really esports but gaming company in Kuala Lumpur, because if they want to expand their businesses in Southeast Asia, they either choose Singapore or Malaysia. The reason is because they're like, English speaking country, right? And then the position is also like in the middle of everything. So I think right now I think the opportunity is getting better and better. Even I think like I know my friends who lives in Malaysia and then got the opportunity to work in Muntun as well. And then the good thing is there are lots of jobs that can be done remotely. So don't limit yourself like, oh, I need to find the job that is, like based in only Malaysia. No, you can actually, like apply for a job that maybe the office is like somewhere else, but then when you can do remotely, and then you can, just do it. Yeah, I think my point is just to keep your mind open and open-minded, like open to all the opportunities. Don't limit yourself. Yeah, don't limit yourself.
I think like student itself, most importantly, as what Debora said previously, you most of the esports company or even gamers or managers, they have LinkedIn. So just you need to have the LinkedIn account. You try to connect, try to understand what is their recent activities, what is actually happening on the current esports industry, and then is there any new competition upcoming and what they are trying to do or planning moving forward lah.
Yeah. Yeah, like for example, like what we are doing, like what currently we are doing right now, like webinar, we're talking about, esports, beyond esports and gaming. I think you can post like this in your LinkedIn, like tell your point of view about what you think about this, and then how this can, like encourage or something like that, like make a post about it. I think that's also, like will be something that interesting to see, because when you try to connect with people will check your profile.
Yeah.
And then when they see that you're actively like promoting this kind of thing, and then they can see that you're passionate about this, they will put their interest in you. Yeah. Just be creative. There's so much way. Yeah. Like I think I haven't mentioned, but I'm also, I think, the only person in Asia that received the award from the International Esports Federation for a community champion. So the reason why I also got that award is because I keep promoting myself. Like I keep promoting like what I have done to the industries, my achievement, everything, like how I connect with different communities. I think that's very important.
Yeah. So stay passionate and keep connecting with related people in that industry. Keep posting, expose yourself in that certain industry.
Expose yourself. Don't be shy. Expose. Yeah, because
become an extrovert.
Yeah, because I know that most of the students, they're like too shy, or they think that, oh no, this is not important, but it's important. They like I consider like one of the leader in the industry as well. Like if I recruit people, like I want to see them to be active and to be passionate in what they do.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to add, it's probably like maybe from outsiders, like if you're not familiar with the field, I feel like it's probably a bit like it feels a bit less welcoming, and there's like stigmas going around that esports is from the older generation, like maybe esports is like a, how do you say it, not like good field, and maybe pays quite less, so maybe that's why some, like most people wouldn't even think about going into esports even though they are into the scene.
Yeah, that's also happening. That's also what happened to me before, because in my family or in my circle, in my in all of my friends, like no one is in the gaming industry. So when they know that I'm in esports, they're like, what are you doing there? So at first, like I wasn't like super proud as well because I was actually a bit shy, but then getting to know the industries and everything else, and we should be proud because gaming industries is bigger than movie and music industries combined. And right now it's billions, trillions dollars, industry. So we should be proud.
Also, I was thinking maybe also because it feels like if you do decide to go into the esports road, there might not be a safety net for you to fall on if it doesn't happen to if it doesn't work out. So that's might be a bit concerning also.
I don't think
You're
so.
not sure.
I think no. I mean, for example, like you already jump into esports and then you are not successful in esports. I think you can just move to any industries, no problem. Because all the job that is available in esports is also available in other industries as well. The job that available in other industries is also available in esports. So, for example, your software engineers or everything, maybe you're trying to create game, but then it's not successful, but then you can also apply to work in fintech, let's say. No problem at all.
Okay.
More importantly is your skills and your strategies that you have learned in the company.
Yeah, I think Carmen, you are not from the gaming industry, right?
No, definitely not. It's just that the skills that we have previously and what we actually gain and contribute from that company, we bring into this company and contribute back to UniPin and, to expand wider opportunities for esports and gaming.
Yeah, you just need to learn about the industries and then other skills, you just need to apply it, reapply it. So don't be afraid of trying everything because it's not that dangerous. It's not that dangerous, no.
Yep. So is there any questions from anyone? Let me see.
Currently, I'm trying to branch out from my career field and would like to dabble in the esports. I feel like I'm a bit too late to swap career field at this age. Is it possible to? Of course. Sorry, can I ask you how old are you right now?
At Mall, 29.
Of course you can. Okay, so for me, I started my esports career 2020. Now it's 2025, right? So 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was 31. So yeah, of course. You see, I was older than you, so I still can do it.
So, it's just that about your courage and not afraid to try new things. That's what Debora mentioned.
Yeah. And then the thing that I love about gaming industry, somehow they don't really ask your age, Yeah, I mean, if you have the capability and everything, they don't really care. Yeah. Games are for everyone.
Yeah. So is there any more questions from the ground? If no, I think I will have the last questions for Debora. So
sorry, a quick.
Sure. Aiden, sure.
It's not about so if you are in the esports industry, do you get to meet other cool professional players?
Of course, I was there for Dota. Major Bali major. I met the champion. I was even in the same car with the champion. What's Garmin Gladiator, right? Gaming Gladiator. Yeah. I was there with them. And even okay, so who's your favorite player?
Probably someone in CS, Shroud, but he doesn't compete anymore.
Oh, Counter-Strike, yeah.
Yeah, Counter-Strike.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really popular.
Anymore.
It's popular. Yeah, unfortunately.
It used to be very.
Yeah, it used to be very popular right now. Because I told you, I joined the industry 5 years ago, and Counter-Strike was not as popular anymore, right? Yeah. So when I joined, like almost like all the major events, like, I have access to it. So yeah, of course. Especially, I mean, if you are asking Mobile Legends, I've seen like everyone. I got bored lah. Like the world
Nice.
champion from all the M series, I've met them.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
PUBG M as well. Free Fire, PUBG M.
Mm.
Really,
that's good.
really in the comments here, as someone who cross oceans to meet my Overwatch idols, I can relate.
Yeah, unfortunately, Overwatch is not really popular as well, right? In
Yeah.
Southeast Asia.
In Malaysia, definitely not. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think in Southeast Asia, it's not really popular.
Oh,
Yeah.
might be southern.
Yeah. Because
West.
Overwatch is a very complex game, right?
Mm.
And I think most of the Southeast Asian players like something more simple.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unless they are hardcore gamers and then they like strategy games, then there's a different saying. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Overwatch is very popular in Europe and America.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yep. Okay, so I think I have a last questions, for Debora. So I think students itself, they need advice like for them like who want to enter the esport industry but don't know where to start. So what is the final advice you can actually give them or share it to them?
Okay, join this kind of event. I don't know if there are lots of this kind of
How about
events.
joining UniPin or any
Join-
tips to join UniPin?
I think the most important is like first join your esports club in your university. If you don't have any, build one. So be the founder, right? Be someone different, and then you can try to see if there's like a company of our brand who's interested in that segment or in that sector. For example, UniPin. So you can connect with them, trying to do something, collaborate. I think collaboration is very important to do. And if you're a university student, actually already got so much perks already for being a university student, because trust me, all the brands wants to connect with the university students. So you need to be confident in that. Right? So and then last but not least, like I mentioned like a couple of times, build your own profile, social media profile, LinkedIn profile, their professional profile, social profile. I think it is very important. Try to reach out to the brands or even esports team that you like, connect with them, see if they have event, be there. Sometimes they have like a Discord group, right? Just be there, like I think right now, like in this globalization era, in this digital era, it is very easy to connect with people. You can just connect with people in America or in Europe. I think that's the thing. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, thank you, Deborah, for such an inspiring and insightful section. So I think your journeys in esports and dedications is to empower community, not only women and not only men.
Everyone.
I mean, in women, everyone
Women,
is truly remarkable.
Youth as well. Yeah.
So as a token of appreciation, MMU itself, they would like to present an appreciations award to honor your contributions and sharing sections today. So I think I might need Ano to present the slide. Yeah.
Oh,
So
nice. Thank you.
this is from MMU itself. So they would like to thank you for your
Thank you so
contributions and sharing
much.
sections today. I think, can I request the operation sites to help me take a screenshot? So I give Q lah, okay? So I give Q 3, 2, 1, and then you can take
Take picture?
take picture. They take the picture, okay? So just prepare your smiling face. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Is it done?
Is it done?
Yeah, I really don't know. Is it done?
I don't know. Is it done? Done. Okay.
Done. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So I'll probably send out the e-certificate for you later,
Yeah,
Debora.
of course. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yeah. So I think last but not least, thank you everyone for joining these sections, which is the Beyond Game exploring career path in esports and gaming, where everyone actually uncover diverse opportunities beyond the professional gaming.
Yeah.
Emphasize the importance of skills, the networking, the initiative, and last but not least, to express the gratitude to our speaker, which is Debora, and the esports clubs of MMU and everyone who made this webinar possible. So I think on April, do you have any things to announce, Aiden, on April? Or do you
April?
wanted to announce later on?
I mean, no harm to announce it, all right. So we're planning to have a Mobile Legends tournament in
Oh, okay.
our university should be during April, yes. There's it will be a ML tourney for 2 days, one online, one physical. But yeah,
How many
hopefully,
teams are you aiming?
Yeah.
How many
Sorry?
teams? How many teams?
16 teams.
Okay. Is it like internal tournament, or do you invite it like other universities to join?
So we are like meeting in the middle. Basically, we want to open it to outsiders, but we are also prioritizing new students. So what we decided on was basically each team must have at the very least 3 MMU students. Then the other 2 can be outsiders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think
Awesome.
everyone join this tournament. So because we have prizes, yeah. Thank you again. So hope to see you guys in next month or next month, and we'll invite Debora again in the future. Hopefully, Debora can join for another webinar section.
I can help, like inviting other speakers as well. I think it's a part of UniPin Community collaboration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, we will connect again. So thank you, everyone. Have a great Friday and have a great weekend. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Do